Hi, I'm Ryan Hunter, and this is Kalispell Connections, program where I interview local community leaders about issues important to the community. And with me today is Ellie Newell, the Youth Services Librarian with Imagine If Library. Hi, Ellie.
Hi, Ryan. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks for being on the program. So we want to talk. We had Connie on a few weeks ago, but you're moving into your summer program, and I know folks are looking for things to do in the summertime, and the library always has a great program and great things to do. So I was wondering if you could share with us the summer experience you have going on.
Yeah, absolutely. So, of course, summer experience this year looks different than it has in past years. We are not able to have, 1,000 people climb into our libraries to play with dinosaur bones like we did last year. So it's all online this year. We're using a service called Beanstack, which is basically kind of fancy Girl Scout or Boy Scout checklists for you to do, which sounds very boring, but no, it's super fun. It's for all ages. We have 4 tracks, so birth through 5, an elementary, middle school and high school, and then also an adult track. So you go on, you sign up just on our website. There's a little blue button with a fox on it, and you sign up your whole family. And there's activities that you can do to earn badges like science and art, connecting with your community, gardening, trying out new services that the library has, everything that can be, all the activity suggestions are things that you can do around the house and are friendly for the COVID-19 present that we find ourselves in. And then when you finish, you can get like a sweet treat from a local restaurant. You get an Imagine If patch, which is going to be the hot accessory this fall on your back. And then we also have some grand prizes from Calico and Rocky Mountain Outfitters as well.
Great. Yeah. No, that's wonderful. And I know our household is participating as well and hoping to earn some of those badges. Great. So, and then also you guys, an adjustment to the pandemic, you have a personal shopper program or effort. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, absolutely. So the personal shopper service is something we've actually wanted to do for years, and now kind of have the impetus with the pandemic to roll it out. So it's basically your own personal librarian shopper who collects some information from you about what you're looking for, what kind of books or movies or audiobooks or comic books, whatever you want. And then we go personally shopping and find you the perfect items. So this is really to take the place of browsing, which, is maybe not safe for some people who are not able to get into the library or for health reasons can't visit the library. And you can use the personal shopper either with curbside pickup, where we'll, you give us a call and we'll run things out to your car, or you can come in and pick up those holds. So to sign up for it, you can go on our website, or you can give us a call and we'll get you all set up. I just submitted my first personal shopper request to my colleagues this evening, and I'm very curious to see what they dig up for me.
Yeah, it's a nice way to be surprised, maybe finding something that you wouldn't normally find if you were out there picking it yourself in the library, huh?
Absolutely. That's one of our core things at the library. Of course, we're always talking about like doing science and connecting with the community and all these things. But of course, like reading and films and movies and comics and all that stuff is, at the heart of all that we do at Imagine If. So it's one way to get get a little deeper dive into our collections and services.
Great. And how about the Tech Connect service, another new effort you're doing?
Yes, I am so excited about this. These 2 services are hot off the press as of last week. Tech Connect is kind of a suite of services where we now have Wi-Fi hotspots, which is like a Wi-Fi signal you can take to your house and just plug into an electric outlet, and it will broadcast a Wi-Fi signal for your home. And then to pair with that, if you also need it, we have both iPads and Surface Pros, which is the PC version. And those are coming, I think, in the next week or so. The hotspots are already being lent out. I think we have about 19 hotspots so far. So we had some grant money from the state library and some community partners to work with for that. So that is really, because we know, obviously that access to information is a human right, and especially during the pandemic, where that kind of privilege gradient between folks who do have access to Wi-Fi at home, or people who are just relying on their phone data or don't even have a device, that is a huge gap, and a gap that has been really exacerbated, I think, by the pandemic. So we're really glad to be able to get some of that more connectivity out to folks who need it.
Yeah, I always read about the digital divide and the fact that it was a problem, but it really hit home. I had an interview with a local teacher some weeks ago, and she was talking about one of the biggest struggles with the stay-at-home order and teaching the kids were the kids who didn't have internet access or only had one device for 4 kids all in
Yep.
school, and trying to manage that was something really challenging for them. And that really hit home why that digital divide is a real problem in our community when you're trying to, especially with education for kids. So that's
Absolutely.
great. That's great that you guys are doing that. You're stepping up, being a resource to solve that problem.
Well, I mean, obviously the dream is that broadband access, internet access is accessible to everybody, and because it is just such a necessity in our modern world, just like plumbing and running water and electricity and all that business. It's just another utility. So this is kind of a stopgap. We have that dream of everyone having connectivity, and then in the meantime, here are just some tools we can get to get those services out to folks.
And speaking of technology and getting information out there, the library has a YouTube channel with resources there.
I think at last count, we had over 150 videos that we've made since the pandemic started in March. So they kind of fall into a couple categories. Some of them are navigating our online resources, like getting set up with Hoopla, which is, new ebook, e-audiobook service, or navigating Creative Bug, which we've had for a while, which is arts and crafts tutorials. It's a free resource that we have. So some of those are kind of tutorial videos, but the bulk of them are for families. Some of them are early literacy classes taught by familiar faces. So, your beloved Becca, your beloved Anne will be singing and playing ukulele with you and reading books and suggesting craft activities. And then, of course, we have some for older kids that are more STEAM activities, so science, technology, engineering, art, and mathematics. So those are like making slime, exploring nature, kind of trying new projects, learning all about chemistry. And then, of course, we have videos for teens, including our really popular Teen Eat series, which my colleague Ashley makes. So she finds an inspiration in media, whether it's Avatar: The Last Airbender or a series of unfortunate events, and then makes a meal, and she's quite the chef. So she makes a meal in her kitchen inspired by something from social media. So wherever you are in the age range, you will for sure find something just to inspire your creativity and bring you joy. And we really want to keep supporting people as a place of learning and a place of community, even though we can't all be in the same room together. So that digital platform on the YouTube channel is really a great place to get started.
And then last question, I saw a video of yours talking about how to make it easier to have kids wear masks when you're taking them out in public. You have to, put on that mask to go in some of those stores. And I know with my own child, sometimes that can be a challenge. So, you have a video on there talking about how to make that easy, but also at the library itself, you have a mask policy. And so I'm sure a lot of folks who frequent the library are already familiar with it, but why don't you talk about both of those things, the video and the policy there at the library?
Yeah, absolutely. This is a question we get all the time. So our board of directors voted I guess it's been about 2 weeks ago now, to require masks, both for staff members and for our customers who are coming into the library. And this is really so that we can continue being open as long as possible. None of us liked closing our doors back in March. No one liked that. especially us, the librarians. So we really want to protect our staff and protect our customers who frequently are, elderly or disabled, and keep the library open as long as we can for as many hours a day as we can. So that is where that policy change came from. And then we do have masks. Obviously we have masks available for people of all ages, including some very cute child masks that have puppies on them. They're very charming. So if you don't have a mask, you can come to the library and get a mask to use while you're there. And we've got hand sanitizer everywhere. We're taking this very seriously. So the masks is just one piece of our larger protecting effort to protect the community. And I will say the video I made was 7 tips for caregivers to help get kiddos comfortable with wearing masks. So it's things like practicing wearing the mask at home for short periods of time, making little play masks for your stuffed animals to wear. We've gotten some very cute photos of little stuffed animals all wearing masks, which is great. Letting kids decorate their mask, or picking a mask that has something really charming on it, like My Little Pony or whatever, Moana, whatever is going to be really joyful for the child. And then also modeling, as parents and caregivers ourselves, modeling, putting it on, not complaining, not messing with it, because kids obviously look to adults, the adults that they love, for social cues like that. So yeah, totally get that it's hard to wear a mask as an adult. And it's especially hard to get a little one to wear a mask. So yeah, I think we're all coming together in this new pandemic world with getting really creative and how to support each other in our community and keep everyone safe.
Absolutely. The library does such a good job in getting those information out there and the resources out there that the community can use, and so appreciative of the library in our community and the great work that all of you guys do. So thank you so much, Ellie. Thank you for coming on the program and sharing with us what you got going on in the summer and moving forward with the pandemic and everything else. So good luck moving forward.
Thanks, Ryan. Cheers. Thanks for having me on.